I am. Now we wait for like a minute for it to set up and stuff. Oh, okay, it's starting. Okay, this is so fun. You are live! We are live.
Yay!
Yay! Now we just need to wait for people. This will be fun.
Cool.
Wait. Is this stream?
Yeah, we're
yeah,
streaming.
I'm watching it.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Let me go on my computer.
Oh, oopsie. Do you like the little thing I made?
Oh, I'm on mine.
The cat cast thing. I don't know why I'm really impressed with that, because it wasn't really that hard to make, but I just think it's really cute.
It is adorable.
Are the 3 people watching the stream us?
Yes.
Yep. I was
Amazing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go on the stream, see if it'll register.
Oh, what?
Is
You just said an error occurred on the video.
Oh my. Oh, apparently YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. But that's fun. I knew this would happen because it happened before. Okay, so there's 2 people watching. I will try and access the stream.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, so it's gonna be low quality, but it's something. Okay, apparently, okay, so we got 4 people. It's not that bad.
What's the stream called?
Oh, okay, it's starting. Oh my god, that is my voice. Oh no, okay. That was scary.
Guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send the stream. Okay. Here we go.
Where can I find the stream? Like, I'm trying to search it up. But
I just sent the link to it in the little chat thingy, so. And.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 people. We're so popular.
I don't know how to grab.
Hang on, I think it's unlisted. That might be why people can't. Yep, there we go. It's unlisted.
Was it like set to private or something?
Yeah. Okay, I made it public. That might. There we go. I think I might have fixed it. I'm so smart. I forgot to change the settings from like the test stream. I'm really clever. Look at me go. Wait, no, why did I go on Amina? Okay, now we wait. Wow, 4 people. Wow. Now there's 5 because I'm on there. I just need to mute this because then I'll be able to hear myself. But yeah, okay, here we go.
Yay!
Catcast.
Should we send a link to the fan chat so that other members could? I'm gonna do that right now.
Nice.
Okay, so at least you know the video quality isn't too bad. So how long have we been streaming for? We've been streaming for 4 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna check the posts and stuff to see if there's anything about the stream. And now I need to scroll through my following feed. Oh god, where is it? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna repost.
Make a post about it. Or just.
There we go. I just reposted it. Not many people see my repost, but you know.
Wait, can you send it in the GatherClan fun chat? I'll repost it.
I'll repost it.
Let me try and find it.
Alright.
Okay, here it is.
Just need to find your account. There you are.
GatherClan main chat. Bam. There we go. So now we stream for a selected amount of time. Fun. So we've got our topics as, you know, gems, the crystals, the warrior of the week, newcomer of the week that's being featured, and all that nice stuff. So a very wide range of topics. I might advertise it in some of the chats I'm in to get more people. Okay, so this is fun.
It is. I agree.
4 people watching. We are so popular.
I think we should start discussing the first topic when we have like 5 viewers or something.
Yeah. Maybe like
so that,
5 to 7.
So that,
I think the fifth viewer was me.
I think it's just for me, but the stream will not work on my laptop.
It's working for me.
It's working on my laptop at least.
I'm just gonna have to
watch Blood Moon full lunar eclipse live. Hang on, I'm just gonna go look out my window. This is gonna be an excuse to like. Okay, now I'm sad because apparently there's a blood moon, but I can't see.
Informatic talk.
Wow, baguettes. That's a very good choice.
I'll post this chat.
I see some baguettes in the chat.
Me.
I wonder what else you can have.
Yeah, guys, this day has been
very hot.
Okay, apparently the post won't show up, so there we go. Sending the actual YouTube link to people would make more sense.
Shit. I'm gonna link it to the critique client on chat, if that's alright.
I linked it to this fun chat I'm in and Pride Clan. Or what was Pride Clan? Yeah, you got a good one. Okay, so 5 people watching. We've been streaming for 10 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Look at us go. We're so good at this.
Of course. We're the professionals. You can't forget. Where is that? This chat. I don't know what think about this chat?
I just
think amazing things about the chat.
I want more than 5 people on the live stream.
Oh, I see 2 right now. 3.
For some reason, I don't know why, but with YouTube, like with YouTube, it's like if you're viewing the live stream, it shows like as less people actually watching the stream than there is, because I'm on the video manager. It's got like a live kind of view thing, so there are 4 people watching in 10 minutes.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I mean, it's YouTube, what do you expect? The best platform.
But of course.
So...
Okay, so I see baguettes, nails, lemons, and is it an orange in the chat? What is that? Where did the dolphin came from?
That is the tangerine, apparently.
Wait, do I have any fancy emojis?
Oh, hey, look, there's a diamond or a gem. That would work well.
Found a kiwi. Oh my gosh. Kiwi. Is that a gem? What is that?
Yeah, it's a diamond thing. So, there are 6 people watching. Whoa! Whoa!
Alright, we're famous.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Can we start talking on the subjects?
Yes.
Sure.
So, now, you know, we've had the chance for people to, like, feed into the chat. Think we should talk about our first topic.
Yay!
Yep.
I forgot what that was. Moonstone.
What is it?
The moon pool and stuff, and let me just.
Okay.
So so this is the moon pool as like seen in, I'm pretty sure, Secrets of the Clans. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what the book's called. I'm not 100% certain, but so that's the image that was used to represent the moonstone. So it's like there were a couple questions. It's like, do you think that the cats really need the moonstone, you know, like as a sort of magical kind of place to, you know, contact Starkland when they could just do it in their dreams when they're falling asleep? So it's like, what's really
I think
the significance?
The things that was kind of lost later in the books, but existed earlier on, is that apprentices, before they became warriors, got the chance to talk to Starkland before they, like, graduated, you know? And that was, like, an important part of their, you know, history and how they, and it kind of signaled them becoming a warrior, and they learned that Starkland is there. I thought that was part of the importance of it being a thing that they could visit, as well as the fact that leaders and medicine cats can go there when they really believe they need guidance. And it kind of sucks. We're just kind of like left alone. At least that's how I have always seen it. And it just kind of... I've never really liked it.
Apparently OBS
of course, that's
decided to
different when you
disconnect,
ask
but we're
for
back
critiques.
online.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That makes a lot of sense. I get that.
Because there's like one thing I've noticed, like it doesn't happen a lot, you know, now, but a couple of months ago, you know, with the Warrior of the Week or Writer of the Month or Newcomer of the Week and stuff, And I saw a lot of people, you know, saying on the results post, it's like, congratulations to blah 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 for winning the poll. And then there's, you know, we got people in the comments saying, oh, I didn't want you to win, or no, or oh no, why did you win, or I didn't vote for you. And it's just like, if you didn't vote for them, you can still congratulate them, and if you wanted the other person to win, just nominate them again, or like, you know, put them in a suggestions post again. You don't need to, you know, like sort of express your distaste for the person who did win just because the person who you chose, I guess, didn't win. Because like, if you know, like you being as in general person, you know, feels like, you know, you think the person who you voted for really should win, like nominate them again, or find another comment that's nominated them and upvote that, or, you know, like, you know, maybe suggest them, or, you know, instead of, you know, being negative, you should do things to, you know, try and work towards your person, or, you know, the person who you chose, you know, getting the award, instead of, you know, sort of being a Debbie Downer on all the other people.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like it also kind of goes to the golden rule as well. Like, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you were on one of those polls and someone in the comments said like, oh, I didn't want you to win, or oh, I didn't vote for you, like, how would you feel, honestly? You should cross over your mind before you say stuff like that. Like, how would that happen to you?
It's honestly, I think it's quite unnecessary.
yeah,
You don't need to say bad things about someone else just to put your point across that you wanted someone else to perhaps win. You can just say, perhaps, wish them, of course, like, well done, because they've obviously earned it. It's not like they were chosen for nothing, and there's always a next time. So
I think it's even, if I may say this, it's even worse with artists and writers of the month, because people are literally saying, oh, your art is way worse than this person. Why did you even win? It's way worse. I don't think these polls are really necessary. I mean, it helps like beginner less popular accounts, but it's still, I don't know. I don't fully agree with this system.
I remember when I was nominated for Warrior of the Week, and I saw comments of being like, well, I want to vote for this person, but I'm going to vote for this person instead, and stuff like that, about how they just were going to prefer someone else over the other. And I don't know, I just kept reading them, and after maybe like 2 minutes, I'm like, you know, it's probably best I spend this day not looking at the poll. I just spent the entire day at the movies to avoid looking at my phone that day, because it was just so stressful.
Because like, being on the poll is very interesting. Like, I was on the poll twice. I came second in my first one, and I won my second. Yeah, no. But like, you know, being on the poll twice, had a bunch of, you know, there was a couple of people in the comments saying, oh, why is Genesis on the poll again? She was on the poll like a couple of weeks ago. If she didn't win, then she shouldn't win this one. And it's just like,
that's so stupid to me personally. It's like, somebody should be able to go on the poll an infinite number of times so long as they are voted up and, you know, like, well liked. So long as they get through everything fairly again, I don't see the issue.
Yeah. It's just
I
like,
just don't understand
if they deserve it.
Heard about this. I mean, like butthurt about all these votings. If you have a different opinion, I mean, the winner deserves to win, so don't say anything mean at all.
Yeah.
Another problem is how people vote for the people who have the most support in the comments. Like, read the content. Like, if it's writer of the week, get their content before choosing, because this one person was like, doesn't know anyone, so just votes for, I don't know how to pronounce their name, because they seem to have the most support in the comments. Like, please just read over the content. Like, don't vote for
That's super true.
Yeah.
Remember back when there were icons on the poll, and a lot of people just vote based on who had the cutest icon?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That was interesting.
I'm glad that was changed.
I also remember,
Back. I'm just gonna grab some tissue.
Okay. If the helpers or, curators or leaders got on the poll, people would say, oh, blah 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 is on the poll, but they're on the leadership team. They shouldn't be on the poll because they have an unfair advantage. But it's like,
that
if
really bothers me, because
because
they're on the leadership team doesn't mean that they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, to be completely honest, I think they deserve it more.
Being on the team, I can say it's because they would be a familiar face, and that could potentially be like, what's the word? Unfair to like, yeah. Because most people will know the leadership team members over like other users, but with helpers and elders, I personally have never seen the issue.
Yeah, because I think it was Domino who was on the poll, and like had a bunch of people complaining about the fact that he, was a leader at the time, yet got on the poll, and they were like, "Oh, this isn't fair. What has he done?" What was I going to say? What has he done for the community? These people just going to vote for him because he's a leader. But that's, that's the thing. Like, if he is a leader, that means he's worked, super hard to do things for the community. And, he probably, the leadership team probably deserves it a lot. Yeah, I remember, because, I remember... people complaining about the fact that leadership team members get on the poll, but because, the fact that they are in the, the leadership team, then they have worked a lot harder, to get on the leadership team, and they do a lot more for the community because, of the, what is it called, of, I guess, the tools and the things that they can do, like they can hide people, they can strike people, they can ban people, they can feature things, they can, do all that, and, do you see where I'm coming from? Oh, we've got questions.
We have,
One comment that I just found is, I wish I could be artist of the month, I wish I could be warrior of the week or newcomer of the week, but I has no friends for them to suggest me. But one day it will become something great.
Oh no.
We can move on to the questions in the chat.
Yes, okay. Yeah. Question. What do you guys think about the newcomer of the week? I see a lot of people complaining about the polls because it's not fair to older members that the newer members get more spotlight. Now, I personally disagree with this because I think, it's great that the newer members are getting more spotlight because, a bunch of people say, oh, you're new. Like, I know a bunch of people who think, new people are generally younger members of the community. I don't know why. But, I know a bunch of people thinking, oh, you're new, oh, hi, welcome to Warriors of Media. And they kind of, look past them because they have a low level. But a lot of the time, newer members are, really talented. They've got really amazing art skills, or they're really good at storytelling, or, I think it's great that, newer members are getting, more spotlight for more people to, check out their profile and say, oh, you're actually really cool, and, give them a chance.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's just a nice welcome to the, interesting users who come onto the app. it's like, I don't know, it shows that we're a place that likes to look at everybody, not just the people with the high follower count. And there are issues regarding people remaking accounts and then joining on those remade accounts, and that can cause issues with the polls sometimes. But overall, I think with its issues, the poll does a lot more good than it does harm.
Ooh, we got another question. What's everyone's stance on photography? Oh yeah. Whoops.
I have something to say. Like a more negative argument, because I see a lot of people in the post newcomer of the week that just produce good art and don't even have a great and also noticeable personality or something. Just art with a title and nothing else, no description, but they're still in the post. I think they could go more about personality and more depth in the account.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
The only thing that might be difficult regarding that
is avec we planned originally.
But like a lot of the time, the leadership team, you know, don't really get a chance to sort of meet and get to know the newcomer of the week people, because I see a lot of people saying, you know, the suggestions are, you know, kind of, oh yeah, this is my friend, Cool Cat 121, and they just joined the community and they're a really nice person, and like they're my new friend, you know, that's why they're suggesting them. And it's like, you know, most of the people suggesting the newcomers are friends of the newcomers, so you know, I guess that a lot of the time they got suggested because the you know, the person suggesting them thinks that, you know, oh, they're really good at art, plus they're really friendly, and you know, I think they should get a chance to get to know you and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. The one thing is just that it's hard to get a big, unlike Warrior of the Week. Warrior of the Week is kind of one of those things where it's built on your personality and the good that you've done in the community in various ways. Where with a newcomer, you can't really judge someone all that well because, you know, they haven't been here long, and that's kind of the point of it, where they can't establish themselves in any clans yet because they're new, or they haven't learned how to make their own bio yet. That's one of the reasons why it's a little more lax regarding this, because it's like the whole point is that they're new and learning, and by putting them on the poll, it kind of gives them something, like gives them a reason to stay and learn more, because they're a person with potential to become a well-known personality, you know?
Yeah.
Going on that point, that the polls obviously give them a reason to stay, and like that it gives them a good opportunity to prove themselves. I think it would be even better if maybe more newcomers could be put into a post more often. Like, it doesn't have to be one newcomer, it could be a few, or like 10 or something like that. It gives more people the chance to show themselves in the community.
Yeah. Oh, apparently there's 0.5 messages per minute on this live stream. That's nice, thank you. So we have another question. I saw, what's everyone's stance on photography in WA? You know, how little it's appreciated or, you know, featured, and how some members don't consider photography art. Well, I personally like photography. Like, my friend does photography, and oh, hi Rowan, and you know, it's like, it's good, and it's really nice to see how people can sort of relate things in the real world to things that they've read or, you know, sort of imagined about in the books. But what I sort of like find tricky about photography is the fact that it's hard to, I guess, you know, take a picture of some trees and then figure out a way to, you know, relate it to warrior cats, to, you know, make it relevant and stuff. Because I know that there's Photography Clan, I've never been in photography clan, so I'm not 100% certain on what they do. But you know, I'm pretty sure they just, you know, have week or monthlies or whatever, you know, and saying, oh yeah, find photography or take pictures of a place that could look like River Clan or Thunder Clan or
Should we start speaking about the experience that we had on the polls or getting featured?
Yes. Oh, that's me. Okay.
Can I add something?
Should I or you?
It's alright.
Okay, well. You go.
To photography. I'm actually doing photography as my hobby. And I mean, I think photography featured is fresh, is on the feature. But I think it's just me being picky. But most people, even in photography clan, take the pictures with a good camera, or the pictures don't even have like great quality. They're just taking the pictures with the eye. And honestly, everyone can take a picture of it. If they don't even have professional, it doesn't even have to be just a bit of equipment and a bit of knowledge, not just automatic things. I would appreciate that more, but mostly I just iPhone camera stuff and like automatic and like no effort at all. Yeah.
I myself am also a photographer. I've put my work into contests and stuff like that. You know, I have taken classes. It's something that I like to do on the side. I can say, as somebody who puts a lot of work into my photos, is that it is not an easy thing to take photos relevant to warrior cats, because it would require you having at least some knowledge of Photoshop, because this is a fantasy series. Because if you were to take a cat out, for example, you would have to keep it on a leash, and you'd have to know how to edit that leash out of the photos, and you would have to know have to edit lighting, how to like move things, because you know, oftentimes you're not going to just wander around a clearing that's going to look perfectly like a camp. You're going to have to know how to like edit some things in, and
you have to take multiple tries with the camera.
Oh, for sure. You have to be able to sit there for like hours working on like one particular set of photos. It's taking photos alone is not an easy task when you have full creative responsibility there, but taking it in such a limited span of warrior cats is extremely difficult. And in theory, I would love to see more photography relating to warrior cats on here. And if I were to see stuff where it genuinely related to warriors and it was high quality, I would be the first one suggesting it to be featured. But it's just, nobody really has access to that. Even myself, with my own equipment and my own cat and the ability to access Photoshop, and it would take me probably at bare minimum a week to just get one photo that would look good, that would relate. It's just, it's very difficult. So in theory, I would like to see it more, but in practicality, I know it's not something that we're probably going to be able to see. Yeah.
It bugs me that people don't really understand that about photography, because I saw a lot of, I'm not in photography clan, that's why I'm a bit butthurt, I guess. So don't mind me. They're just taking them with their phone cameras. They don't understand that it doesn't really have the depth of like a camera, like a real camera. And I don't know, it just really bugs me. I mean, I can understand if some people don't have the access to that, but they can always be more creative than others with professional camera. It's about creativity and understanding the depth, and not just randomly taking a picture.
I think photography is obviously, as you said, it's really hard to because of the community that we're in. There's not going to be many chances, and it's going to be really hard to actually photos will connect with warriors. And this community, of course, is quite young, and there's not going to be many people in it that have the profession to do such a thing. And when people do take super good photos and they are noticed, I think it's a really good thing. Obviously, I don't think it's ever going to be as noticed as something such as art and writing, because it's just not possible. It's hard to do. It takes a lot of time, just like art is. I think art is easier to come across and do in your own time. It's an easier hobby, I think, and that's probably why photography isn't as seen as most other things in the community.
One point I would like to make is I don't think taking pictures on iPhones is an issue. In fact, any photography contest I've seen or entered in, there are sections specifically for iPhone photography. Photography, at least in my opinion and from all the classes I've been in, is more about knowing how to take a picture rather than the equipment you use. Like, I'm a fan of taking all of my own profile aesthetic pictures because I feel like it makes it more personal to me, but like everything I've taken has been with my iPhone camera, and I think they all look perfectly fine. And of course, I don't think that every picture needs to be like super crisp and amazing, and it's kind of one of those things where I feel you need to, like, for example, rule of thirds, you need to know how focal points work and how people's eyes go across the photo. I think there are two ways to see photography, and it's the way most people who haven't taken a photography class have, and then most people who have taken a photography class have. I've known everybody I've spoken to who is in photography who talks about taking photos. They see it as just you open it up, press a button, and close it, and the focal points are done how your eye goes across it. It's like none of that is considered. The colors and how they look at the photo aren't considered. It's just one of those things where, like an artist, you learn techniques on how to make your photos better and just more interesting to the eye. And that's another thing that I think is kind of glossed over and when people take photos on WA. And of course this isn't to everybody, but it's something that I've noticed with some members when they post photography, and that's another reason why I am hesitant to photo or to suggest features for most photography, because I judge it like I would any other medium art. I see it as, is this something I consider to be of high standard, high quality? And oftentimes it's just people going outside and just pressing a button rather than exploring angles or exploring colors, exploring the rule of thirds. It's just, I don't know. Again, I want to see it happen, and I think it potentially could happen. I think it's just a hard thing to pursue.
I mean, my issue with the iPhones is not that some people don't know how to take them. It's the lack of creativity in the photos. I mean, you could use a very professional set, have super bland photos and no creativity at all. It's just I need the creativity. I need some connection to what you just took a picture of. Mm-hmm. As I said, everybody can just take a picture of a flower, zooming in, take a picture, but you have to do it with the lightning, with the angle you are going for. That's my problem, because most people with professional or iPhone don't really get that.
I agree. I think that it's one of the things where having a professional camera makes things easier for you, but I think like it's something that I think it's possible to take good photos with an iPhone, but I think you also have to have an eye for photography to do so.
True. Should we switch topics?
Yeah.
We discussed it for a very long time.
It was like 20 minutes. Okay.
Do you have any more questions? I feel like that was it.
Yeah. If you want to ask any more questions, then go ahead. We've got 5 people watching. We're very popular.
Because otherwise we're going to be sitting here.
But
I think we could talk a bit about dream climbs or something. That's something that I can talk about.
Yes.